the analyst. Come through dripping, I'ma set it off. Game after game, you can bet it off. Quarterback got range if you block him off. Quarterback did an option and set it off. Duck goose linebacker coming through. Yeah, hit him with the spin of the Jew. Yeah, we gon' blow your block like a new. Yeah, and I spend a dime every two. We gon' lock down on the offense. Bust down the skeleton fossil. I'm not addressing the problem. Julio on the post, you can't stop him. Pick it up, running back, it's no problem. I'm running behind the block, they gon' block him. Quavo Yoda.
Welcome in, everybody. It's the coach, and you're tuned in to Madden 19 on EA Sports.
All right, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. Today, we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Tennessee Titans and the Jacksonville Jaguars. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run. That would have been a great catch, but it was real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
And this is going to be incomplete.
And third down is a key down in any game you play. And third down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Take it at the 37. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. Now the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Oh, a big play there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Jags have taken the early lead.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strike ability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
The Titans offense now, they worked their way back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. He was all over that route defensively. Now, they had 2 picks last week as a unit. Couldn't quite grab that one.
Patience, Grasshopper. Patience is early in this game, but you like it.
And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags, and I believe this is going to be a first down.
Personal foul, face mask, defense.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
First down, Mariota. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. him down at the 49. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because
under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league.
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. The son Reddick in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Leopard! Leopard!
They go play action here on 1st down. Wide open receiver complete. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A big play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly for 6. Extra point splits the uprights. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. On 2nd down, here's Henry. Able to power through. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of
blitz coming, and down he goes. Charles, not to point fingers, but how much of this goes on the shoulders of the offensive line? Well, look at the 6 sacks last week. That's the 4th in this game.
Definitely the bulk of it does go on the offensive line. That's what they're tasked with doing, keeping their quarterback upright and clean in the pocket. But I think they have to look at, okay, are we bringing in extra people? Is the ball out of the quarterback's hands quick enough? There are a few other factors they'd have to look at to try and help out, but you're exactly right. It starts with the O-line.
With the former Volunteer Charles Davis really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And he fit, but in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Gone! 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 Gone!
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Kenny Vaccaro. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Well, Brandon, this is a former first-round pick, and he's been a bit of a disappointment in his career up till now, but he's still got room to grow. And this is an excellent play right here to come away with the football.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A first down carry for Henry. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Throwing, Mariota finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll bring up a second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. In for the score. And the Titans are able to make this a close game again. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
A drive there of just 4 plays. And the result in the end, a Titans touchdown. Boswell on now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. And he's looked pretty good. Does have the 1 interception, but 2 touchdown passes so far. Your analysis?
They'll take the offset. When you're talking about throwing 2 touchdown passes, no one wants to see an interception thrown, but those things happen in the course of a ball game and over the course of the season. But throwing 2 touchdown passes, that's why the team has an advantage. That's what they're looking for more of.
He'll be hoping to make it a 3-to-1 ratio here in the second quarter. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit!
They'll look to throw. Open man right side is Sharp. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Leopard! Leopard!
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid game. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep a defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
This is McCaffrey. 20! And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So all the way down close to the goal line. Good blocking up front. Helped to spring him.
When this drive is over, he's got to get to the bench and sing kumbaya with the offensive line, doesn't he?
And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And taking a gander at the NFL scoreboard in Minneapolis. Early on, it's the Vikings in the driver's seat. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor.
Watch tight. Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right.
Tight. Blue wagon.
On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. Remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Here comes Montgomery now to return it. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Marcus Mariota and the offense heading back out for their next possession. In second quarter, they're down big already. He's struggling as well. They've got to find something here. He's got to find something on this drive.
And sometimes you take on all that extra pressure on yourself, and maybe you have to disperse it a little bit. Lean on some other people, lean on your teammates, find someone who can take the pressure off and get the ball in their hands for a while.
Or this, if he doesn't, this is getting out of hand, or it could get worse. To throw is Mariota. And he finds Corey Davis.